Have you ever met someone who's 90 years old and still full of energy? Not just alive but really living. They wake up early, smile often, take long walks, grow their own vegetables, and they never seem tired of life. Now here's the crazy part. There's an island in Japan where this is totally normal. It's called Okinawa, and people there often live past 90, even 100. And not in hospitals but in their gardens, in their homes, with their families. So what's their secret? It's one simple idea called Ikigai. It means the reason you wake up in the morning. It's not about making millions or working 12-hour days. It's about finding the one thing that gives your life meaning and doing it every day. In this video, we're going to explore how you can find your Ikigai, step by step, with real stories, simple ideas, and powerful lessons you can use in your life starting today. And by the end, you might just see your own life in a whole new way. The word Ikigai, pronounced Ikigai, comes from Japan, and it means something beautiful. It means the reason you wake up in the morning. It's that one thing that gives your life meaning. It could be your work, your passion, your family, your hobby, or something small that makes you feel happy and useful. This book, Ikigai, talks about people who live longer, healthier, and happier lives. And not because they are lucky or rich, but because they live with purpose, they stay active, and they enjoy every day. The authors, Héctor García and Francesc Miralles, traveled to a place in Japan called Okinawa. It's one of the world's blue zones, where people often live past 100. And not just survive but actually live well, smiling, walking, gardening, cooking, laughing with friends. The secret? They do small things they love. They stay connected to others. And they live life with intention. Right now, when so many of us feel tired, unmotivated or confused, this book gives us a simple message. Happiness doesn't come from big goals. It comes from doing what matters, every day. And that's what Ikigai is really about. So let's get into the first big idea. And it's this. Everyone has a purpose, even if you've forgotten it. Ikigai happens when four things come together: what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can get paid for. When all of that connects, that's where the magic happens. That's when life starts to feel meaningful. Let's take Maya's story. She was a designer, worked for a big company, earned well, had the title, the perks. But inside she felt blank. The ads she made, she didn't care about them. It was just work. Then one weekend, something changed. She helped a small charity design posters for children's education. No money, no pressure, just something she genuinely cared about. And for the first time in years, she smiled while working. She felt proud, alive. That tiny project just one weekend showed her something powerful. This was closer to her Ikigai. She didn't quit her job, but she started following what gave her energy. And slowly her life began to shift. Lesson? You don't have to throw everything away. Just start paying attention to what lights you up. Your job doesn't have to be your purpose. But your purpose can become your work. Here's something that might surprise you. In Okinawa, most people don't really retire. At least not the way we think about it. They don't just stop working and lie around all day. Instead, they keep doing what they enjoy, at their own pace, for as long as they can. Because staying active, not just physically, but mentally and socially, is one of their biggest secrets to long life. Let's take David for example. He was 67 when he retired from his job in finance. At first it felt amazing, sleeping in, watching Netflix, relaxing all day. But after 2 months, the excitement wore off. He felt bored, unmotivated, and strangely lonely. One day he walked past the local library and saw a flyer that said, "Want to teach a skill? Join us." David used to love playing guitar, so he signed up to give free lessons. And that one small decision changed everything. He started looking forward to his days again. He felt useful, creative, alive, like himself again. Lesson? You don't stop living after your career ends. You keep moving, keep giving, keep learning. Japanese saying. Only by staying active can you live a long life. Have you ever been doing something, and suddenly, hours go by without you noticing? You didn't check your phone, didn't get distracted, and felt totally in it the whole time? That's called flow. And it's one of the most powerful parts of Ikigai. Flow is that sweet spot, where challenge meets skill, and you feel fully alive. Not bored, not overwhelmed, just locked in. Let's take Arjun. He loved playing video games. His parents thought he was wasting time. Friends joked that he was addicted. But Arjun knew something they didn't. He felt alive when he played. One day, he got curious. What if I learned to design games? He started watching tutorials, practicing code, learning 3D design. Hours would pass, and he wouldn't even notice. No alarms, no procrastination, no pressure, just passion. He entered a flow state almost every day. And slowly, it turned into something bigger, a skill, a side hustle, and eventually, a job he actually loved. Lesson? If something makes you lose track of time, pay attention. That's not a waste of time, that's a clue. Flow is like your inner compass. It gently points toward what truly matters to you. Follow it, and you might just find your Ikigai without even realizing it. So far, we've talked about purpose, staying active, and finding flow. But there's one more secret to living a long, happy life. And it might be the most important of all: friendship. In Okinawa, people don't just live long because they eat vegetables or go for walks. They live long because they belong. They have strong, close friendships that last for life. They even have something called a moai. It's a small group of people, often childhood friends, who meet regularly, support each other, and stay connected no matter what. These groups don't just talk about small things. They share money when needed, help during hard times, and celebrate life together. It's community, in the realest way. Let's look at Priya. She was a student, always overwhelmed, always on her phone, scrolling, comparing, stressing. After reading Ikigai, she had an idea. What if I brought back my old friends? Just once a month. No phones, just food, fun, and conversation. So she did. They laughed. They cried. They shared stories. And she said it changed everything. Lesson? You don't need 1,000 followers to feel connected. You just need a few real ones who show up. A Harvard study found that good relationships help you live longer, even more than exercise. Crazy, right? Stay connected. Stay alive. You don't need a complicated life to live a long one. In fact, the longest living people in Japan follow a few very simple habits every day. They eat until they're 80% full. They move their bodies daily, not through intense workouts, but through walking, gardening, even light housework. And most importantly, they smile even when life isn't perfect. It's not about chasing extreme fitness or strict diets. It's about creating a rhythm that feels natural and joyful. Let's talk about Sam. He was a classic gym guy, intense workouts, protein shakes, pushing hard. But inside, he often felt tired, even a little anxious. After reading Ikigai, he decided to try something new. He replaced some of his gym sessions with slow morning walks. He stopped eating when he felt just full enough, not stuffed. And he made a habit of smiling at strangers even on stressful days. And slowly, he felt better, more energy, less pressure, more peace. Sam says, I do less, but I feel better. Lesson: you don't need the perfect routine, just one that feels light, gentle, and sustainable. It's the little things done consistently that create a long, meaningful life. Let's go back to David and Priya. They didn't move to Okinawa. They didn't quit everything or start over. They just made small changes. David gave guitar lessons. Priya created space for real conversations. That's it. But those small things made them feel alive, useful, connected, and most importantly, happy. And maybe that's the real lesson from Ikigai. It's not about chasing success, or money, or hustle. It's about building a life that feels good from the inside. A life that flows. A life that has meaning, even in the small moments. So take a breath, slow down for just a second, and ask yourself this. What's one thing you love doing, even if no one pays you, even if nobody claps, even if you never post about it online? That might be your Ikigai quietly calling you. It doesn't have to be loud. It just has to be true. Alright, let's bring it all together. Here's what Ikigai teaches us. 1. Everyone has a purpose, even if it's hidden right now. 2. Stay active no matter your age or stage. 3. Do more of what puts you in flow, where time disappears and joy shows up. 4. Keep your friends close, your moai, your real people. They matter more than you think. 5. Eat light, move daily, live simply. It's the little habits, done consistently, that keep you feeling alive. This isn't about doing more, grinding harder, or chasing the next big thing. It's about doing what truly matters to you. Because when you align with that, even the ordinary days start to feel meaningful. And that might just be the beginning of your Ikigai. Now I want to ask you something simple. What's one thing you love doing that makes you completely lose track of time? It could be painting, teaching, gardening, building something, playing music. Comment it below, because your answer might spark something for someone else reading it. And if this video made you think, if it stirred something in you, even just a little, then you'll love my video on atomic habits. It's all about how to build a better life, one small habit at a time. Seriously, Ikigai gives you purpose, Atomic Habits gives you the tools to live it. Links right below, don't miss it. Because when you mix habits with purpose, life starts to feel lighter, calmer, right again. And maybe, just maybe, that's the life you've been looking for.